ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني ويفقهوا قولي يا فتاه يا فتاه يا فتاه سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. So look, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. As we start this lesson, this is going to be called just the introductory lesson to Arabic. It's a part of Nahwa. Nahwa is a lesson that focuses on the grammar of the Arabic language. Now, Nahwa is spelled in English like this. Yep. And in Arabic, my Arabic handwriting is very bad. So this is Noon, Ha, and Waw. Noon, Ha, and Waw, yeah? So this is called Nahwa. What this focuses on is basically the Arabic grammar. Mulana Nadeem is going to be leading this part of your Arabic studies. But in terms of what I'm going to be teaching you, Qasasun Nabiyyin, stories of the prophets, there is some basic Nahwa you need to know before you can even open the book. So inshallah, we'll be going through those small basic lessons. And it starts from this lesson here. It's called loves. Now, loves, in Arabic, it means words, utterances. Yep, utterances. So, you know, anything comes out of your mouth, any sound that comes out of your mouth is an utterance, right? So you can say we have meaningful and non-meaningful, yeah? So you've got non-meaningful and meaningful. Why? Because look, if I'm gonna say some random sounds now. If I say ha, or if I say I know it could sound quite funny, but what do you understand from those sounds? Can you say that you've understood a meaningful? Have I given you any understanding of anything? Can you know, or does it sound random? You can just speak. Does that sound? Would you say that sounds random?
Yep.
Random.
Yes.
Random, yeah.
Okay. So if I say football, what do you understand from that?
It's meaningful.
It's the sport. It's
sport, isn't it?
People know.
What comes in your head? What picture do you see in your head?
Football. A ball.
You see a ball, isn't it? So that's what it is. Loves just means utterance. But you can have non-meaningful random stuff, or you can have meaningful words. Do you get it? Yeah. So when you say football, right? What do you see in your head?
A ball.
You're gonna see something that looks like this. I'm very bad at drawing. I've never tried to draw, but you can, you know, usually they're Nike balls, yeah. So you're gonna see something like that in your head already. This means it's a coined word. Do you get it? So loves, you have meaningful and non-meaningful. Meaningful means those words that are coined. Coined with what? Coined with the meaning. So sounds coined with a meaning.
Okay, Molana, I got a question. For a dummy person, what does the word coined mean?
So coined means, so yeah, Jazakallah khair, that's good. So sounds coined with a meaning. What does coined mean? Coined would mean that, you know, for example, if you have a piece of lead, or let's say you have copper, yeah? Now, when you have copper, if you take it to the factory where they make money and they stamp that piece of copper with the 1p, signage, what is that coin? That coin is stuck to 1p. Do you get it? So similarly, the sound that's going to come out my mouth right now, football. What is stuck to that?
Ball.
You understand? This image here is stuck to that sound, football. You understand? So that's what coin means. It means that you've stamped it on. The sound of football, it has been stuck with the meaning, or coined with the meaning of this picture here, basically, yeah? So that's what coins means. So that's what we say. So when we have loves, as you already know, try to write these notes as we're going along, because I need more space on the whiteboard. I'll try to rub them out as well, but I'll try to use up as much as I can before rubbing off the other side. So that's all it means, yeah? So loves, you have sounds. These sounds, right, they're going to be non-meaningful or meaningful. Now, just a quick question to you guys, yeah? Is there any point of us learning things that don't mean anything?
Not really.
Not really, isn't it? So why are we going to go into and learn things that don't mean anything? So already, right, 50% of Arabic is done, because we don't need to know this side of it. All we need to know is the meaningful stuff. You get it? So alhamdulillah, it's already 50% of Arabic. Inshallah, we've already done it, because we're going to focus on the things that are meaningful. Now, look, when we have meaningful, yeah, we know that things that are meaningful are words, right? Words are meaningful, isn't it? So now we're going to go, this is going to be our lesson today, just on words, and inshallah we're going to carry on next week. But when we have words, I just want to quickly say that there is something called this. This says kalima. Kaf, lam, mim, and ta marbuta. So in English, it's like this, kalima. Okay? Kalima means one word. Kalima means one word, yeah? Then we have kalam.
Kalima means one word.
One word, yes. Just one word. And kalam means two or more words. Do you get it? Kalam means or more. So I'll spell kalam in English.
That's the plural of kalima.
Yes. So you have kalima means one word, and you have kalam, which means more than one word. Yeah. So yeah, it just means more than one word. That's all you need to know for now. It's a plural, yes. So kalima, and the plural is kalam. Just like you have phone and you have phones. So you have one phone, or you have word and words, isn't it? So that's all this is telling us. Now there are different types of words in the Arabic language. There are 3 types of words. And we're going to focus on those 3 types of words today, and then inshallah we'll be ready for doing the next lesson from next week. So if is it okay to rub out this side now, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, jazakallah khair. I'll rub that now, so we have more space.
One second,
So-
Mohammed. You know what you could do, inshallah, before you, I mean, just
Yeah.
generally, you know,
Yeah.
you can just screenshot them and then
Yeah.
keep them for yourself too, if you want.
And
Okay,
then,
then, inshallah,
Sheikh,
yeah.
you're actually recording, right? So they can
Oh,
also see.
good point.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Okay, jazakallah khair.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
excellent. So now look, there are 3 types of words in the Arabic language, yeah? And these are the main 3 words. You have to know these inside out, inshallah, yeah? So we have the first word, it's called an ism. In English, it's spelled I-S-M, yeah? This is ism. Then we have a fi'l. And this is, in English, you can spell it like this, fi'l, yeah? You could probably put something there. Then you have a third word, it's called a harf. And in English, it's spelled as harf, H-A-R-F. Make sure you know these. Now we're going to go through the definition of each one, and then we're going to look into types of each one. Yep. Okay. So let's start off with ism. Okay. So now ism. What is an ism? Yeah, boys?
No.
So, yes, an ism is something we call a noun. All right. Now, what is a noun? A noun, basically, in the Arabic language, or even in the English language, is any word that does not have a tense attached to it. Any word that does not have a tense attached to it. If I say to you, for example, hit, yeah. If I say hit,
Yeah.
it's just the word. Okay, let's not say hit. Let's say to hit. If I said to you to hit, is this happening in the future? Is it happening in the past, or is it happening in the present?
So Sheikh, a noun
Future.
is any word that does not have
A tense.
a tense.
This
So
is
if
happening.
that's-
This is happening in the future, yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to say
Okay,
to you
sorry,
guys
Mohammed, if I
that
can
this
ask a
is
question,
not.
sorry. Okay, for
Yes,
dummy, what does the word tense
Yes.
mean?
Tense means something that's attached to a time.
Okay.
Yep. So when we say that a noun not attached to tense, it means no time. Yep. So meaning it's not attached to a future tense, a present tense, or even a past tense. So I'll give you a clue. To hit, to hit, it's a noun. Or just the word help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, my handwriting is really bad. Yeah. Help is a noun, right? Now, this word, is it attached to a tense? When is
No.
this help going to come, or who was helped?
There's no time on it.
There's no time on it. Do you understand it? But however, you do understand what that word means, right?
Yeah.
Help is a noun.
So help, just help, is a noun. Yes.
Okay.
Now, this noun here, right? It doesn't have no tense attached to it, right? There is no past, there is no present, and there is no future.
Future.
There is no time attached to it. It just means to help. So if I say to you, help, to help, you understand that there is no time, right? But do you understand the meaning from it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. So we know that the definition, yeah. So really quickly, because this can be recorded as well. The definition of noun, it means conveys a meaning in itself, but has no tense. This is something that you'd have to learn. So it conveys a meaning in itself. So in Arabic, any word, right, that conveys a meaning in itself but has no tense, this word is a noun.
So like a person, place, or thing.
Person, place, or thing, a description, whatever you want. As long as it has no tense attached to it, it's going to be a noun. And it has to have a meaning within itself.
Maulana,
So
what does that
person-
say? Sorry. Conveys a meaning in itself, but has no
tense.
has
Yeah.
no-
Sorry. Yeah, so just note that down. It conveys a meaning within itself. So can you guys give me some examples of that, please?
A name,
To get-
someone's name. Izhan.
Yeah, that's the name. That'll be fine.
House.
House, yes, that's it.
Car.
Anything else? That's it. Keep it going. That's
TV.
it, boys. So, yeah, that's it. So
Money.
money, yes. So very simple. You get it? Yes.
إذا
Inshallah, yeah?
خبز حديقة.
Yes. So what so what's being said is khubzun, it means bread. So you know that bread is just gives you a meaning of something that you can eat, but it doesn't have a time attached to it. So hadiqatun, it means a garden. Do you get it? So this is a garden. There's no time attached to a garden, but it's a place. Do you get it? So or a name. So let's say the name Siddiq. We know that this is brother Siddiq. Do you get it? But there's no time to it. So we move on swiftly to the next one. The next one we said we're going to talk about is fi'l, yeah? Now, the key difference of ism and fi'l, let me change the color for that, is a fi'l is conveys a meaning in itself and has a tense to attach to it. So let me just so this is a verb in English. So we know that this one was a noun, ism, yep, and verb is fi'l, F-I-L, yeah. Now, a verb, we know it has 3 tenses, right? It has 3 tenses. We have past, present,
And future.
and we have future. Yeah. So if I say, right, I am helping Maulana Nadeem, what's the tense attached to helping? Past, present, or future?
Present.
Present, exactly. If I say I helped Maulana Nadeem, what's the tense of that? Past. Yeah. If I will help Maulana Nadeem, what is the
Future.
future? That's it. So that's basically, it's a doing word. We all know what a verb is. A verb is a doing word, yeah?
Ustad,
Anything that you're doing, any action. Yes.
Ustad, you just said help was a noun before. Now you've changed the noun into a verb by attaching the time. I always thought you couldn't do that with nouns.
Wicked.
As in, they were either proper nouns or improper nouns, i.e. people's names or objects' names.
Yeah, so I mean, so there's like a fine crossover, or there's a fine line between English and Arabic. So with Arabic, anything that doesn't have a tense attached to it. So let's say, for example, the noun of to help. To help is like a root word. There is no time attached to help. So under Arabic, this falls under a noun. It will be under the same noun as a proper noun, such as a name. So if you're to say, my name, Kamaruddin, that's a noun. But then again, to help is also a noun. But as soon as time is attached to something in Arabic, it falls under the category of a fi'l, falls into the category of what we know as to be a verb in English. That's it. So when I said help first for our noun, so let's go to noun, we say to help, yeah? There is no time attached to it. But when we come from our verb, from this angle here, and we say, I helped, that ed gives us a past tense. That means that is a verb now. That's something that was done. It's an action that was done, basically. It's just the doing word.
Okay, so these descriptions are noun and verb, and I think you want to move on to connective. They're Arabic sort of comparative words, but not really 100% the same.
Yes, so so the comparative words from the English to the Arabic is the closest comparison we have, but they're not identically the same in the way you understand them in English. Yeah, but
okay,
because we're learning ism, fi'l, and harf, we have to stick to the Arabic definitions of ism, fi'l, and harf. Do you get it? Okay, and ism generally in English. Yes, please.
Yeah. So one thing would be is like as Maulana was saying that with English the thing is you can't obviously sometimes the Arabic goes off, but we're gonna just stick slowly. It's better if you stick to the Arabic names in the future, so then you can remember the Arabic words. That's what he was trying to say. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So but touching on the Laura's point, basically what we're going to do is as we move on, progress on. Today, obviously, we've given noun, verb, and connective, or proposition, or whatever you want to call it. But as we move on, we're only going to use ism, fi'l, and harf. So that's what we'd have to know. The definition of ism in Arabic is conveys a meaning in itself, but not attached to a tense. Yeah. Is anyone want to say something? No, okay, that's fine. And then we have verb. What is it? It conveys a meaning in itself and it's attached to a tense. So anything that you've done in the past, anything you're doing now, anything you will do in the future, this is going to be known as verb. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to rub some of this out to make some space for the third category, inshallah. And we will talk about that now. So right here. So now we're going to move on to harf. Yeah, harf is basically, as Dilawar said earlier, it means a connective. So harf, it means it's basically a particle. It's connective. Now, for this connective, right, it has no meaning in itself. It gives meanings to others. And it has no tense. Yep. So a harf, it has no meaning in itself. I'm going to give you an example of what I mean by that. Because when I said the word to you guys, help, to help, you understood there was a meaning to that, right? But there was no tense. It was independent in conveying its meaning. When I said to you, I helped Maulana Nadeem, it had a tense, it was the past tense, and it was also independent in giving you a meaning. You understood it just by saying nasartu, or in Arabic. So let's just by saying I helped. Now with this word harf, H-A-R-F, the particle, right? This within itself, it has no meaning, but it gives meaning to the word that it's connected to. So let me just give you a quick example. Inshallah, it will make 1,000,000% sense. So watch this now. If I write this word here, it says min. This is min. Does anybody know, for those of you who know some Arabic, what does min mean? I mean, what's the translation of min? From. Okay. So one day I saw Ismail, right? And I just said to him, Assalamu alaikum, from. What does that mean?
You just said Assalamu alaikum from. You didn't really say anything else.
There was no meaning. Do you get it? There was no meaning in that word from. Like, okay, it has a translation, min, from, yeah? But there's no actual meaning that it's giving you for you to understand and take benefit from. If I said from, You're not taking benefit from that word. Do you get it? So it gives no benefit. It gives no meaning just by itself, but it gives a benefit and meaning when it's connected to other words. It helps other words or other sentences and phrases come out and have a meaning. So if I said this, yeah, look at this. Sorry, that's supposed to say Makkah, yeah? This says Makkah, okay? So let's say min Makkah. Can somebody translate that for me? If you, so those of you who knows Arabic,
From Makkah. From Makkah.
From Makkah. Now, do you understand something from that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, did you get it now? So if I say just, if I say from, you don't. Okay, now sorry, I don't have enough data here. You're hitting the wall. Do you get it? There's not enough data. But if I say min Makkah, at least you understand something, isn't it? Like it's given Makkah a meaning. If I just said Makkah, okay, you understand it's a place, but what are you trying to say? At least if I put min next to Makkah, you know that there was an initiation. Something started from Makkah. Do you get it? So this is what I mean by it has no meaning in itself, because we've just proven if we just say min, what does that mean? Do you get it? But if we do Makkah, if we just write Makkah here, just write one more word here, it gives it a full meaning. Does that make sense, boys? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, alhamdulillah. So that's the three, that's basically the definitions of the three types of words. So we started off with this, look, three types of words. We know what those three types of words are. They are ism.
So Maulana, min is basically is a connective, basically, right?
It's a connective G.
Okay, and harf just gives a meaning to a sentence or a word that you're trying to convey.
G, yes. So,
okay.
But the main definition is this: focus on the for harf. Yeah, look, it has no meaning in itself.
Yeah,
but it gives a meaning to the word it's connected to, and it has no tense. If you know this to be your definition, then alhamdulillah, you're 100% correct.
Okay.
Ustad, you know min, it also means of. So how does it change from and of, and you know, how do you differentiate where it means of and where it means from?
Off, I'm not sure if it means off, does it? Can you give me, anyone can give me an example?
I have no idea.
In Arabic, isn't there like no word for of?
Can you give us a sentence of by using the word of?
Oh, off is basically comes from mudaf ilayh. So if you want to have a of nisful, you'd say nisful layl, half of the night. Do you get it? So off, those kinds of off is, because look, in Arabic, yeah, how do you say is? Hold on, I'm using something else. Hold on, let me give you a quick example, boys. Yeah, is, off. How do you say this? There's actually no words for this in Arabic. Yeah. These words are assumed in the English to Arabic. Do you get it? So I'm going to explain to you. If I say, here, watch this, yeah? Watch this, boys, yeah? Some of you who know Arabic already can maybe help the others. That says al-bayt, alif lam. Remember, al-baytu, I'm going to write underneath, kabirun. Yeah? Al-baytu kabirun. Anybody who knows Arabic, or even Maulana Nadeem can help here, is how does this get translated? If you don't know, you don't need to know this. This is extra, by the way. Whoever doesn't know, don't worry.
How is this big?
Big house.
Sorry?
The house.
How is this big?
The house is big. Okay. How many words are here? One word. Two word. I heard Mahfouz and Ismail say the house is big. Where is in this in this here? Where is?
You have to assume it. There is no is in
I can see Bayt, I can see Kabir, isn't it? But I can't see is. So why do you assume it? You can't. So obviously you have to assume it, but I'm saying why? How is there an assumption? How would anybody know to assume that is there? It's because let me tell you.
Is it the double dhamma?
No, not even that. Not even that. Let me tell you why. Yeah, and then inshallah. But all of this stuff that I'm doing now, we're gonna have proper lessons on this. Yeah, you know when you have al-bayt. Yeah. Where's my pen? Sorry, my handwriting is very bad. So this is al-bayt. Just say, accept this as being al-bayt. You know what? It's my pen. You know my pen. The tip is finishing. I need to buy a new tip.
Molana, you know, is why do you use example word?
What you mean, type it?
Yeah, look, let me show you. Look, 1 second, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cut you off here. 1 second.
Once, Maulana Nadeem.
Yeah, look, I'm doing it myself. Look, I'm typing what the stuff you're saying, and look,
Okay, yeah.
it'll be easier in that sense.
Mashallah, yeah, Jazakallah khair. Okay, yeah, inshallah, I can do that.
Okay, you can go over.
1 second. Let me just quickly finish this one, yeah.
Oh no, can you screen share again? I took you off. Yeah, go on.
Nice, right, I've got it here. So what Maulana Nadeem was saying, yeah. Where does this type? Let me see. Okay, doesn't seem to be typing. No problem. Okay, let me just try here. Okay, so you see this al-baytu kabirun, yeah? Focus on this. Now, we know that al-bayt grammatically is something. Yeah? And kabirun grammatically is something else. But look, the connection between these two words, there's a relationship between these two words. Al-baytu kabirun. And when that relationship is found, that word is, the secret magic word is produced. So whenever you recognize, because look, you can't assume is, but you can know for sure the relationship between these two words. And once you can master, that's why, you know, I was talking about sharpening the tools. Once you can master these small concepts, then you can translate any book in Arabic, and you can put the is, you can put the off, you can put that anywhere, and you can get it all right, inshallah. We're going to be going through that, inshallah. I just want to give a quick example. Al-baytu kabirun, the house is big. Do you get it? So if I say nisful layl, watch this. This noon swadfa al-layl, yeah? So, my writing is so, this pen, I'll change the pen, don't I? So nisful layl, yeah? Nisful layli. This means half. Let me just translate that for you here. And this means night. But you translate as half of the night. There's something here in between that you'd assume off. You understand it? So that's what it is, yeah? So I just wanted to say that because Dilawar made the point that min, it could mean from, or it could mean off. And when do we know what to use? Now watch this. Maybe with min, it just means from, yeah? But what I wanted to say is that with, there are such words in Arabic that do have that problem though. And we will be able to master that. We're going to go through the sciences needed to know how to differentiate when to use what, yeah? So what's the time, by the way? Sorry, let me just get a time check on my phone.
11 minutes left.
11 minutes left. Okay, Jazakallah khair. Okay, so in that case, in that 11 minutes, inshallah, I'm going to take up 10 more minutes, and we're just going to, have you guys made notes on that so far?
Yes.
So make sure, please, yeah, inshallah, please, yeah, go over that. Any questions you guys might have on those, I mean, those notes, currently, I think they're quite basic, quite straightforward. But if there's anything you need to know, yeah, there's no thing as a silly question. There's no thing as a simple question. There's a saying in Arabic, yeah? Yes? You want to say something?
Sheikh, is al-baytu kabirun is a sifat and mawsuf al-sifat, or it's mudaf and mudaf alayh? What can it?
Just to answer the question, al-baytu kabirun is mubtada and khabar.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so basically what I wanted to say is there is no such thing as a silly question, a simple question, because they say husnu su'ali nisful ilm. The good question or the beautiful question is the half of knowledge. Yeah, so you guys know. So look, nisful ilm, again, off is there, half of knowledge. Yeah, so that's why don't feel shy to ask any question in the WhatsApp group, online, interrupt. If I'm talking, just talk over me. Yeah, but if one of the other brothers, the peers, you guys are talking, like, then obviously just make sure everyone listens to what they have to say, because it's better, because we learn from that more, because the good question that some people ask, everyone else learns from that, inshallah. So that's why I want to encourage in all of the lessons that we have. So yeah, so make sure you go over those notes, boys, please. It's integral. So kalima, what is kalima? It just means one word. And then we're going to go to kalam. What is kalam? It's just a few words. How many types of words are there in Arabic? Even if you make your own notes, how many types of words are there in Arabic? There are 3 types of words.
3.
Do you get it? Yeah, exactly. And then you say, okay, what are they? Ism, fi'l, harf. What is ism? It's known as a noun. What is a noun? This is the description. This is what the noun is. What is a fi'l? This is what a fi'l is. What is a harf? This is what harf is. So if you just master that, boys, yeah, so I know I'm talking quite a lot. If you master that, then you'll be set for next lesson. But seeing as we have 7 minutes now. Yep.
does the mubtada come first and the khabar the second?
Generally speaking, yes. Generally speaking, yes. But we're going to
And are they
find
both
some.
always nouns?
Yes, yes, because they are found in a jumlatul ismiya. They're found in a nominal sentence. So they are both generally going to be nouns, generally speaking. But there are some exemptions, and you will see, you'll be able to master them in a couple of weeks. You'll be able to see that there might be verbs in a mubtada. It can happen, and you'll be able to master that. It's very easy, inshallah. Yeah. So what I wanted to say though, yes, please interject. Yes.
Mullah says, sorry, can you just what's muqtada khabar again?
What is a mubtada and a khabar?
Yeah.
So I will just say it now, but obviously because we're going to learn these things properly in due course, and we're going to go over it properly. But just to know, mubtada, it just means the subject. Yeah. So mubtada
is just the subject.
And khabar is the object. Or khabar is the news. Sorry, khabar is the news. What am I talking about? News. Subject and news. Now, what does that mean? Just because the Prophet, sorry, Mullah Nadeem, I know this is obviously going into different territory this early on, but just because the brother asked, I just want to clarify that. So if I say again, al-bayt, yeah, kabirun. Hold on. So you see this, right? Who knows what this translates as?
The house.
The house.
Okay, just the house, yeah?
Oh, sorry.
The house. So the house, that means the house. So if I said to you, the house, what are you waiting for now?
The cover.
About the house.
The news.
That's it. Who's that? It's answered that. So I can't see your faces.
That's Abul Hussein.
Abul Hussein, mashallah.
His
What
brother's
about the
name.
house? Yeah, mashallah, that's it. Now that's exactly what I was looking for. So I'm saying the house, and I'm just sitting on my chair. The house. Brother Abul Hussein is like, bro, like, what about the house? Do you get it? You want to know some news about the house, isn't it? You just said the house. Tell us more about the house. We want to know about the house now. You get it? So the subject is the house because I just said the house. And then the news is the khabar. You get it? The house. What about the house? Is big.
It's big, yeah.
That's it. That's the news. So mubtada and khabar, subject to news. The house. What about the house? It is big. That's the information about the house. So that's just the touching on that, inshallah. And we will go through this, how to recognize this. What is this? What does that mean? Proper in detail, and you guys will be experts in that. But really quickly though, we've got about 5 minutes, I think. I just want to talk about ism. And then next week we'll carry on with fi'l and harf. Now ism, there are 3 types of isms, okay? We have masdar. This is masdar, M-A-S-D-A-R. This is a meme, sad, dal, and ra. Yeah, I will start using the keyboard and typing. This pen is running out. This is masdar, okay? Under ism, look. Then you have mushtaq.
Should we write this down, Rana?
Yes, please. Yes, please. This is meme, sheen, ta, and qaf. Mushtaq. And then you have jamid. Jim, alif, mim, and dal. Yeah, jamid. That's what does masdar mean? It's the root word. Yeah, root word means words come from this word. You get it? Words are derived from this word. Okay? Then you have mushtaq, the derived word. Can somebody quickly tell me, what is the masdar?
Masdar is the root word. The root noun. Sorry. The
root noun, the root word, root noun, fine. And what happens from the masdar? There's a bit more explanation on the right-hand side. What happens from the masdar?
It's literally as the word root means. It's what all the nouns are derived from.
Yes. So you have words are derived from this word. So that word that you've derived from it, that word that has come from the root word is known as the mushtaq.
Yeah.
Can you see that? I'm going to give an example of this. Before I move on to jamid, Let me give you an example of this very quickly, yeah? So look at this, boys, yeah? If I say this word, if Maulana Nadeem can help, what does that word mean? It says Nasrun.
Nasrun.
Yeah.
Help. What does that word mean?
Help.
Say that
Help.
again.
Help.
Help. To help, yeah? This is
Yeah.
a ism. What is it, ism?
Ism.
Ism is a noun. It just means to help.
Doesn't have no time or no.
So if I say now, yeah, watch this. This says Nasir.
Mhm.
Nasir. Does anyone know what that help me? What's the word that word means?
Helper.
Helper. Yes. That's what I wanted to know. But can you see, yeah, help and helper, it all started from this. Do you get it? It starts from the masdar, to help. And from that, you've got another word, Nasir. It means the helper. Then you got another word, yeah, you can have from there as well. It's called Mansur. Well, I think we have some brother's name called Mansur in our course as well.
Oh.
Mansur, the one who is helped. Do you get it?
The Arabic teacher, Mala Mansur.
Oh yeah, Mala Mansur, that's it. The one who is helped. So Mala Mansur, he's got the help of Allah. Do you get it? He's helped. So can you see, look, Nasrun, yeah? Then you got Nasir and Mansur. So this was the root word. Look, it's going back to mustard. It all started from there. And then we derived Mansur, and these two words, they came from they are called mushtaq. So if so from these three words, this messy thing here, let me change the color. Yeah, I'm gonna say, what is this word here, please? Is this a masdar? And what is a masdar? And is this a masdar? Just tell me that.
Yes.
Yes, that's the mustard.
Yes,
That's
mustard,
the root
yeah.
word.
Why is it a masdar? I think someone's already said it.
It's the root word.
Where did that word come from?
Noon Swadra.
Yeah.
Nasara.
So was there anything? Did that word come from anywhere else, or was that the initiation of that word?
First word.
Gee, that's the master. That's the initiator. Do you get it? That's the
Like
first.
the prime, like prime numbers and prime words.
Basically, yeah, you could say this is the root word. This is the prime word, yeah. And then you have Mansur. This is called mushtaq. This is derived. Where did this word actually come from?
Came from Nasara.
Nasara.
Came from Nasra. And what it came from Nasrun, yeah. And what is Nasrun?
Oh.
The root word.
Root.
Okay, now the root word. Now looking on the right hand side, top right hand side, there's some orange. What is the root word? What happens from the root word?
Derived what?
Words are derived from that word. And can you give me an example of a word that is derived?
Yeah, Mansur.
So,
Mansur. We also have another mahfuz. Understanding? The person who is protected. This comes from hifz. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So that's what I wanted to say, boys. You need to remember that what is a masdar? What is a mushtaq? If you can write down the example of a masdar, write down the example of a mushtaq. Yep. And then we have jamid. Jamid just means.
Do all the root words end with the double dhamma?
Yes. 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 Generally, yes. Speaking. That's fine. It's a very, very good note to make. Now, Jamid, yeah, I'm going to be very quick with this one because there's not much to it anyway, alhamdulillah. And we can leave the lesson there for next lesson, inshallah. We're going to fit in next lesson. From Jamid, it means, yeah, it has no root. Words are not derived from it. Let's say, for example,
Bint. Bintun, like girl. Bintun.
Yeah, let me think. Hold on. Banata. Wouldn't you know what banata is? I don't know. Yeah, so it could be bint. Or let's say, yeah. So bint, girl. The English is B-I-N-T. Or you can say rajul.
Yeah.
Man. All right, there. If you want to write it down. Rajul. There is no raj, like it was just rajlun. Do you get it? Like, okay, rajulun jama' rijal. I don't think rajul is gonna make sense. Hold on. Let me just remove rajulun. Sorry. Yeah, I think. Hold on. Mawlana Nadeem, can you help me with that? With any jamid words?
Yeah, so like a book. Actually,
Kitab.
no, book.
No, that's kataba. That's kataba.
Yeah,
What
sorry.
about donkey? Mar.
Yeah, himar.
Himar.
Mhm.
Yeah, himar. Okay. Yeah, himar.
Or Farah.
Bukhari.
That's from okay, that's not Arabic, innit? It's Bukhara.
Farah, sorry.
Ustad, so can we assume that jamids are like proper nouns?
In one way, but not exclusively, because proper nouns, let's say for example, my name, Kamaruddin. Kamr is in English is proper noun, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
But it comes from Kamrun. There's Qimar, which is kind of like a
Okay,
bad
why
meaning.
don't we use a white man's name like John? Like John, you can't. It's not derived from anything. Well, it's from Yahya, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. You can say that, yeah, John.
Yeah.
But then again, you can't, because there's Qamar, or there's Dilawar, or there's Yahya as well. Haya Yahya. You get it? So Jamid just means a word. Inshallah, as we open Qasul Nabiyin, we'll come across that. But this is not an integral part for you to know. You just need to know something is called Jamid. Words, they just are there. They don't come from anywhere. They don't have a masdar, nor are words derived from them. So those are the three things we will need you to know for next lesson, inshallah. Masdar, mushtaq, and Jamid. And